The sun is warm on your face, your favorite walking shoes are laced up tight, and you are feeling a deep sense of pride as you track your morning steps down a familiar neighborhood sidewalk. You feel active, completely independent, and in total control of your health. Then, in one silent fraction of a second, your toe catches on a tiny lip of uneven concrete, a protrusion no thicker than a single coin. Your heart leaps straight into your throat, your arms fly out wildly, and a cold wave of absolute panic floods your chest as your leg feels heavy, sluggish, and completely unresponsive beneath you. You manage to grab onto a nearby fence post just in time to stay upright, but as you stand there with your knees shaking violently and your chest heaving, a terrifying question flashes through your mind. What if next time there isn't a fence to catch me? What if a simple trip means losing my freedom forever? Relying on my children for basic daily tasks, or being confined to a walker or a wheelchair. If you have ever felt that sudden, heart-stopping wobble while walking, or if you find yourself looking down at the ground constantly to make sure you don't trip over a simple rug, I want you to take a deep, slow breath right now and listen to my voice very carefully. You are not broken, you are not failing, and your body has not given up on you. This loss of confidence and stability is far more common than you think, and many people experience this exact same fear every single day. I'm Dr. Robert Vance, and over my 30 years of experience working with thousands of older adults in my clinic, I have sat across from so many wonderful independent seniors who are deeply terrified of losing their freedom. They often tell me, "Doctor, I walk every single day. I try so hard to stay active, but my legs just feel weaker, and I feel less steady on my feet than I did just a few years ago." But here is the unexpected truth that almost everyone misses, and it is something most well-meaning fitness guides will never tell you. If you are over 60, simply walking every day might actually be leaving your body completely unprotected against a sudden fall. Stay with me, because the hidden mistake almost everyone makes every single morning is completely reversible. In a moment, I will reveal 4 simple natural movements you can do right in your living room that can dramatically improve your balance, protect your joints, and support the rock-solid stability of your youth. Our number 1 technique is an absolute favorite among my patients, and I will share the exact real-world results that completely surprised a family just a few weeks after trying it. But first, to understand why walking alone isn't enough anymore, we need to look at how your body maintains its natural posture. Walking is a wonderful, beautiful activity for your heart, your lungs, and your mental well-being. But walking is a continuous, repetitive movement performed in a straight line on a predictable, flat surface. It builds basic endurance, but it completely neglects the exact muscle groups you need most to keep you upright when life throws you off balance. Think of your body like a classic, beautiful, vintage car. Walking keeps the engine running smoothly and keeps the battery charged, but it does absolutely nothing to maintain or test the emergency brakes. In your body, your emergency brakes are what I like to call your power muscles. These are the specialized, quick reaction muscle fibers responsible for fast, explosive movements. They are the exact muscles that fire in a split second when your foot slips on a wet leaf, or when a playful grandchild suddenly bumps into your hip. When we pass the age of 60, if we do not actively challenge these specific power muscles, research suggests they begin to quiet down and fall asleep. They do not disappear, but they go into a state of deep hibernation because walking on flat concrete never tells them they are needed. Most people never realize this until it is too late, and they find themselves struggling to step up onto a high curb or needing to push off the armrests of a couch with both hands just to stand up. This process of muscle loss is quiet, but it can be interrupted. Let me tell you about a patient of mine named George, a 71-year-old grandfather who used to walk 4 miles every single day without fail. He was absolutely convinced his legs were as strong as iron because of his high daily step count. But one afternoon, he was out in his driveway when his golden retriever suddenly pulled on the leash to chase a squirrel. George took a quick, awkward step sideways. His power muscles failed to fire quickly enough, and he wasn't seriously hurt, thank goodness, but his confidence was completely shattered. He stopped going outside, feared his own driveway, and came into my clinic feeling defeated. He said, "Doc Vance, I don't understand it. How can I walk miles a day but fall over from a simple tug?" I told George what I am telling you right now. Your body is trying to help you, but you have been training it to go slow and straight while life happens fast and sideways. We needed to awaken his quick reaction muscles to restore his mobility, and the results over the following weeks surprised even his closest friends. Before I show you the 4 movements that saved George's independence, let's do a very simple, safe self-assessment together right now to see how your own internal emergency brakes are functioning. You can do this right where you are sitting or standing, but please make sure you are near a sturdy wall or a heavy piece of furniture for your absolute safety. Think about the last time you sat down in a deep couch or got out of a low car seat. Did you have to rock your body back and forth 3 or 4 times to gain momentum? Did your knees groan, and did you have to emit a small sigh or a grunt as you finally pushed yourself up? Or try this right now if you are standing safely near a support. Lift one foot just 2 inches off the ground and see how many seconds you can balance comfortably without reaching out to touch the wall. If you start to wobble within 5 seconds, or if you feel your ankle shaking wildly like a leaf in the wind, your body is sending you a clear, urgent message that its internal stabilizer system needs a gentle tune-up. How many seconds did you last? Let me know your honest score in the comments below. Don't be ashamed if it was only 2 or 3 seconds. We are all here to learn, and we are going to improve that starting today. Now that we understand the hidden cause of instability, let's introduce our first restorative movement on our countdown, number 4, which many of my patients affectionately call the kitchen counter chair launch. This exercise is specifically designed to target the largest, most critical power muscles in your lower body, your thighs and your glutes. These are the massive muscle groups responsible for lifting your entire body weight against gravity, and they act as the absolute foundation of your independent mobility and fall prevention. To perform this safely, I want you to place a heavy, sturdy chair directly in front of your kitchen counter, facing away from the counter, or simply use a chair with a solid wall right behind it so it cannot slip backward. Sit down comfortably with your feet planted flat on the floor, spaced about shoulder width apart. Slide your hips slightly forward toward the edge of the seat and lean your torso forward from the hips just a bit, keeping your spine straight, tall, and proud. Now, instead of slowly dragging yourself upward, I want you to press firmly through your heels and launch your body up into a standing position with a gentle sense of purpose, speed, and power. Once you are standing fully upright, hold that position for 1 brief second, squeeze your glutes, and then lower yourself back down into the chair as slowly as you possibly can, counting to 4 in your mind before your bottom touches the cushion. A very common mistake I see many seniors make when they first try this is letting their knees cave inward toward each other as they stand up, or dropping heavily back into the chair like a sack of stones. If your knees cave in, or if you fall back without control, it means those essential stabilizer muscles are currently asleep. If this feels too difficult or causes discomfort in your joints at first, please do not worry at all. There is nothing wrong with modifying it. You can place your hands gently on your thighs to give yourself a small supportive push, or you can perform this right facing your kitchen counter so your hands can lightly rest on the counter surface for continuous safety. Try to perform 5 of these focused chair launches in a row. Many of my patients notice that after just 2 weeks of practicing this movement while waiting for their morning coffee to brew, their legs feel significantly lighter when climbing stairs, and they no longer need to rock back and forth to get out of their favorite armchair. Reawakening these large lower body muscles is a vital first step, but stay with me because our next movement on the countdown targets a completely different type of balance that walking completely ignores. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how a simple change in flooring, like moving from a smooth hardwood floor to a thick plush carpet, suddenly makes you feel slightly unsteady? Think about this for a moment. This brings us to movement number 3 on our countdown, what I call the invisible tightrope walk. This exercise focuses on retraining the complex network of tiny sensory nerves located in the soles of your feet and around your ankles. Think of these nerves like your body's personal built-in spirit level. When you walk exclusively on flat, predictable surfaces, these tiny sensors can become incredibly lazy because they never have to adjust to uneven terrain. This exercise forces them to wake up and talk to your brain again, which often helps improve your real-world stability. To do this safely, stand completely upright in a hallway or right next to your kitchen counter so you can easily touch it with one hand if you lose your balance. Take your left foot and place it directly in front of your right foot so that the heel of your left foot is touching or nearly touching the toes of your right foot, just like an acrobat balancing on a tightrope. Fix your gaze on a steady point on the wall directly in front of you. Never look down at your feet while doing this, because looking down actually confuses your inner ear's balance center and makes you less stable. Now simply try to hold this heel-to-toe position for 20 seconds using as little hand support from the counter as possible. You might notice your ankles twitching, shaking, or swaying side to side. That shaking isn't a sign of weakness or failure. It is actually the sound of your brain's internal computer rapidly reconnecting with your joints. Your body is actively learning how to keep you centered. Once you have held it for 20 seconds, switch feet, placing your right foot in front of your left. As you get more confident over the coming weeks, you can try taking 3 or 4 slow, deliberate steps forward along this invisible tightrope, pausing with each step to find your perfect center. A former school teacher named Margaret, who came to my clinic at age 75 after a frightening stumble at the local library, practiced this simple tightrope stance every single evening while brushing her teeth. Within a month, she told me, "Dr. Vance, I feel like my feet are finally glued to the earth again. I don't feel that floating, dizzy uncertainty when I walk through crowded aisles." Margaret's story highlights how quickly our lower bodies can adapt, but what I am about to tell you next reveals why your upper body holds the ultimate secret to preventing lower body injuries. Before we look at that, let us address a massive myth that causes so many older adults to stop exercising altogether. Many seniors believe that once joint pain, stiffness, or arthritis sets in, the safest thing they can do is sit still and move as little as possible to protect their bones. They assume that movement will cause more wear and tear on their joints. Well, let me explain why this is completely incorrect. Your joints do not have a direct blood supply to bring them nutrients. Instead, research suggests they rely on a natural lubricating fluid that is only produced and circulated when the joint moves through its full range of motion. When you sit still, your joints dry out, become stiff, and can become incredibly painful, like an old rusty hinge on a garden gate. Your body is trying to help you, and gentle movement is the absolute grease that keeps that gate swinging smoothly. By performing these controlled exercises, you are actively pumping fresh fluid into your knees and hips, which may support joint comfort and improve your overall healthy aging journey. This brings us beautifully to our second exercise on the countdown, number 2, which addresses a hidden vulnerability that almost no one associates with walking, your upper body reactivity. This is a technique I call the wall push away, and it directly targets your protective reflexes. Imagine you are walking outside and a sudden gust of wind or an unexpected patch of slick mud causes you to slip. If your lower body emergency brakes fail, your final line of defense is your upper body. You need the arm strength and the lightning-fast reflexes to reach out and push off a wall, a car hood, or a counter to protect your chest, your ribs, and your face from impact. Walking does absolutely nothing to maintain this upper body power, leaving many seniors uniquely vulnerable to severe injury. To practice this safely, stand about 2 feet away from a solid, clear wall in your home. Facing the wall, extend your arms straight out in front of you at shoulder height so your palms are resting flat against the drywall. Slowly bend your elbows and lower your chest toward the wall over a slow count of 3, keeping your body as straight and rigid as a wooden plank without letting your hips sag or your lower back arch. Once your nose is just a few inches from the wall, instead of slowly pushing yourself away, I want you to press through your palms with a firm, energetic push, launching your upper body backward until your arms are straight again, and your hands momentarily lift an inch off the wall before gently landing back on the surface. This gentle, slightly explosive push trains your chest, shoulders, and arms to respond instantly to a sudden change in position. If this feels too intense for your wrists or shoulders, simply stand a bit closer to the wall to reduce the angle and minimize the weight. Try to do 8 of these wall pushaways a day. It is an incredible way to keep your upper body strong, alert, and fully prepared to shield you from harm if an unexpected accident ever occurs. Now, stay with me, because our number 1 exercise is my absolute personal favorite, and it is a strategy specifically designed to restore your body's natural, real-world shock absorbers. This brings us to the ultimate movement on our countdown. Number 1, what I call the cushion step challenge. It requires nothing more than a standard firm pillow from your bed or a removable cushion from your living room couch. This exercise frequently surprises even my strongest patients because it looks so incredibly simple but works so deeply. When we walk exclusively on hard, flat concrete or perfectly level floors, the muscles in the arches of our feet and around our shins can become underutilized because the ground never moves or challenges them. But the real world is full of soft lawns, gravel driveways, thick carpets, and uneven trails. This exercise simulates those real-world challenges in a completely controlled, safe indoor environment. To do this correctly, place your couch cushion flat on the floor right next to a sturdy wall or your kitchen counter. Step up onto the cushion with both feet, ensuring you have a hand lightly resting on the counter for absolute safety. Immediately, you will feel the soft surface shifting beneath your weight. Your feet will tilt slightly, your toes will grip the fabric, and you will feel a series of rapid, tiny adjustments traveling up your calves and into your knees. Your body's natural shock-absorbing system is being completely rebooted. Stand quietly on the cushion for 30 seconds, letting your feet learn how to manage the soft, unstable surface. If you feel perfectly stable, you can add a small challenge by slowly lifting your heels an inch off the cushion and lowering them back down, or by gently shifting your weight from your left foot to your right foot. What happened next when a 74-year-old retired nurse named Beatrice tried this surprised her entire family? Beatrice had stopped going to her granddaughter's outdoor soccer games because she was terrified of walking on the uneven grass from the parking lot. After just 3 weeks of practicing this cushion step challenge in her kitchen, she walked across the damp soccer field entirely unassisted, sat proudly in her lawn chair, and cheered her heart out. Her daughter called my clinic the next morning in tears of joy, saying, "Dr. Vance, you didn't just give my mom her balance back. You gave her back our family milestones." As we look at these 4 practical movements, we must also examine a few hidden everyday mistakes that can quietly undo all your progress and destroy your stability under the radar. This brings us to our special bonus tips section, where we examine the daily habits that can double the effectiveness of the exercises we just covered and support your long-term senior fitness. The first hidden mistake involves your footwear. Many seniors wear loose slip-on shoes, thick memory foam sneakers, or worn-out slippers around the house because they are comfortable and easy to put on without bending down. However, shoes with overly thick, pillowy foam soles can actually blind the sensory nerves in your feet, making it incredibly difficult for your brain to feel the texture and angle of the floor. It is like trying to type on a computer keyboard while wearing thick winter mittens. You lose all precision and feedback. Loose slip-on shoes and slippers also force your toes to constantly claw upward to keep the shoe from falling off, which tightens your shins and disrupts your natural walking pattern. For the best stability, try to wear a supportive shoe with a firm, thin sole that laces or fastens securely to your foot, allowing your brain to receive clear, accurate messages from the ground. Stay with me, because this next tip about what you do in the middle of the night is single-handedly responsible for preventing hundreds of clinic visits every single year. The second hidden cause of sudden instability is something I see constantly in the early morning hours, and it involves nighttime hydration and lighting. Have you ever woken up at 2 a.m. to use the bathroom, swung your legs out of bed, stood up, and felt a sudden dizzy wave of lightheadedness that made you grab onto the nightstand? Many older adults experience a temporary drop in blood pressure when moving quickly from a lying to a standing position, a condition that can be made worse by mild dehydration. When you combine that brief dizziness with a pitch-black bedroom, your visual balance system is completely knocked offline, creating a perfect storm for a dangerous fall. To protect your independence, place a dim, motion-activated nightlight along the pathway from your bed to the bathroom so your eyes can instantly orient themselves when you stand up. Additionally, keep a small glass of water on your nightstand and drink a few sips before you even lift your head off the pillow. This simple hydration trick helps stabilize your blood pressure before your feet even touch the floor, keeping you safe, stable, and steady in the dark. Another crucial bonus tip for maintaining leg strength and muscle mass after 60 is optimizing your daily protein intake. As our bodies age, our ability to absorb and utilize protein to maintain muscle health naturally declines. If you are not giving your body the bricks it needs to rebuild those power muscles we just talked about, even the best exercises won't yield the results you deserve. Try incorporating clean sources of protein like eggs, fish, skinless poultry, or a high-quality protein powder into your daily routine, especially within an hour after practicing your movements. This simple nutritional shift often helps accelerate your strength gains and supports your overall recovery, keeping your muscles happy and responsive. As we look toward the future, I want you to close your eyes for a brief moment and picture what your life will look like just a few short weeks from now. Imagine walking down that same neighborhood sidewalk, but this time your head is held high, your eyes are scanning the beautiful scenery around you, and your stride is long, confident, and entirely free. You no longer feel that nagging, anxious dread about tripping over a rug or a curb. Picture yourself visiting your family, bending down easily to gather your grandchildren in a warm hug, and standing back up with absolute power, grace, and independence without needing to look around for a chair arm to assist you. This beautiful vision of freedom and vitality is not a distant, impossible dream. It is the natural, logical destination of the small, consistent steps you are choosing to take starting today. Your body has not failed you. It has simply been waiting for the right guidance, the right movements, and a little bit of loving patience. To help you get started on this journey right away, I want to invite you to join our wonderful senior health community in a simple 7-day independence challenge. It is completely free, and it requires nothing more than your commitment to your own quality of life. For the next 7 days, I want you to pick just one of the movements we shared today, whether it is the kitchen counter chair launch during your morning routine, or the invisible tightrope walk while you wait for your evening tea to steep, and practice it consistently for just 2 minutes a day. Drop a comment below right now and type the word commit along with the specific movement you are going to try tonight. By writing it down, you are creating a beautiful promise to yourself and inspiring thousands of other seniors who are watching this video alongside you in the quiet hours of the day. Tonight, if you feel a momentary wobble or a brief flicker of uncertainty while walking across your living room, please do not view it as a failure, a step backward, or a sign of old age. See it instead as a beautiful, encouraging opportunity to pause, smile, and practice the simple tools you have learned today. Your body isn't fighting against you, and it isn't letting you down. It is simply a wise, faithful companion that is gently asking you for guidance, strength, and structural support. And together, step by simple step, we are helping it remember exactly how to stand tall, move with power, and remain beautifully independent for all the wonderful years ahead. This is Dr. Robert Vance wishing you rock-solid stability in your steps, deep confidence in your joints, and a beautiful, vibrant tomorrow. Take wonderful care of yourself, stay strong, and we will talk again very soon.